In this video, I'm gonna talk about the famous Canon 5D Mark III and give you 5 reasons you probably should have one in 2021 and 2 reasons why you probably shouldn't buy one. What's up guys, my name is Sam from Right Production Tips and Tools and welcome to my channel. In today's video is gonna be special because I'm gonna talk about this famous Canon 5D Mark III that was released back in 2012. Now it's almost 10 years old. So let's start with the reasons why you should have this camera. Reason number 1, this camera is full frame. Yes, meaning if you can see, the sensor is super big, okay? What it means is it's gonna be super good in low light. It's gonna give you the best depth of field, you know, without having to crank your lens aperture to like 1.6, 1.4. Even at f4, you get a nice depth of field with this camera. So this is a good thing. Reason number 2 is gonna be the price, okay? So this camera back in 2012 when it was released was really famous, by the way. I remember helping people to shoot some movies and you couldn't even touch it, man. It was so like, you know, only the rich could have this camera. I remember back in the day, right? So having this camera was like, wow. Personally, I could not afford it. But for now, in 2021, you can easily buy this camera used for under $1,000. I actually got mine for like $800, around $800 on eBay, and it's fully functional. You know, it's not broken. Of course, you need to check the shutter count and all that kind of stuff. You know, make sure it's in good condition. If you're familiar with eBay, you know how it works, so this should not be a problem for you. So I would say for $800, you get a full frame camera, 22.3 megapixels. Man, that's a steal. Number 3 is gonna be the battery life, okay? This camera has this Canon LP-E6 type of battery. I can tell you, honestly, I've been playing with it, taking pictures and few clips and videos, and this battery is actually, I was amazed. They really last a long time, okay? I'll go out, shoot pictures, and for like 2 hours and come back, be like, oh, I need to charge the battery. No, still have battery power in. Go back, shoot another session, come back, still have battery power in. So I did like 3 shoots without changing the battery. So battery life, man, it's amazing on this thing, okay? Reason number 4 is gonna be the photography and videography capabilities. This camera can take pictures. It's amazing. It's a 22.3 megapixels. Okay, it's not super good, like wow pixels, okay, but 22.3, I feel like it's more than enough for most of us. You can take really good portraits with this camera. That's a guarantee, okay? It has a super precise autofocus when you're taking pictures. I have a 200mm Canon lens, and whenever I use that lens, man, for portraits, it's super good. The shallow depth of field is super dope. You get like the subject in focus, 100% in focus, never misses focus, and you get a blurry background, like super like tight and blurry and rich and colorful. If you do weddings, this is gonna be perfect for weddings. When it comes to video, this is gonna be for like interviews, YouTube videos, or you know, talking head kind of things, you know, B-roll, birthday, for family photography, or, you know, a few clips for your family here and there on vacation. Professionally, it will still, you can shoot a full movie. People used to shoot movies with these cameras back in the day, so you can still do anything that is kind of controlled. You are in a controlled environment, you don't need super slow motion, and you just need like normal clips. It will still do the job, okay? You're getting 30 frames per second and 24 frames per second in 1080p. Image stabilization, not so good. Did a test with a 50mm lens on it and it was kind of shaky, so make sure you have some lenses that will have image stabilization. If you cannot, make sure you have it on a tripod, because handheld is not gonna be super wow depending on the focal length you're using, okay? But I would say it will still be useful, honestly, for videos. It's just you need to know what you need it for specifically. One bonus tip, if you want to use this camera for video, I would say if you know about Magic Lantern, you can do a lot of things with this camera, by the way. I haven't installed Magic Lantern on it, but there's a way you can install it. You can look it up on YouTube or Google. Basically, it's like another firmware that's going to bypass the Canon firmware, and it's gonna give you even more options. And I believe you can shoot in RAW, 60 frames per second for slow-mo. You can even shoot 4K, if I'm not mistaken. Plus, if you are a live streamer, because on my channel we talk about live production, live streaming, you can get a clean HDMI using Magic Lantern. Reason number 5 is gonna be the lens options. Okay, so we're talking about Canon. I know Canon is very expensive. I know original Canon lens is very expensive, but we're talking about EF mounts. Yeah, so for lens options, you have a lot of options. You have used Canon, original Canon lenses. You have some other brands that you can try as well, like EF mount is been here forever, so you're not gonna have issues finding lenses. By the way, I'm gonna show the lenses that I got for it. So I've got this Canon lens. It's a 200mm f2.8 that works really well on this camera, and it's a prime lens, so it does not zoom in or zoom out. Okay, and it really does the job. So, and I got this Canon 50mm lens as well. It cost me around $110, which is, it's used, so all the lenses are used. Obviously, really tend to buy used gear because I save money and I'm really not that rich. So if you like me, you know what to do. Or you may even have lenses already that you were using before you buy this camera. Like for example, I have this Canon 50mm 1.4. It's a manual lens, so like for videos this will be okay. Usually I adapt it for my micro four third cameras, so I use the Metabones on it. With this camera I can still use this lens. And let me give you 2 reasons why I think you shouldn't buy this camera in 2021. The first reason is gonna be its limitation on video. Honestly, in 2021, so many dope cameras coming out, you know, having super wow autofocus. If you're somebody who relies on autofocus, if you are a filmmaker, chances are you probably don't use autofocus, but you still don't have 60 frames per second for your slow motion, or even 120 or 180 for slow motion, like, you know, cameras like GH5 that are kind of killing it in that area. Reason number 2 why you should not buy this camera. This camera, let's be honest, is kind of old school. Okay, when you hold it, it really has a nice grip. Okay, if for a photographer or a filmmaker, if you know, grab it in your hands, you feel like you have a camera. It has a nice grip. The weight is perfect for, you know, holding it in your hands. Okay, but you still feel like, you know, it's kind of old. It has no flip out screen. It doesn't have touch screen. So when you're going through the menus, you feel like it's kind of slow. You feel like, you know, you're not moving. So those are my reasons, guys. If you have questions, put it down in the comments. If you're using this camera and you're loving it, put it down in the comments as well. Let me know how you're using the camera. Hey, by the way, if you haven't liked this video and you're still watching, I encourage you to hit the like button and let me know that you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss my next video. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you on my next video. Take care.